Today we're going to take a look at the Freemax Twister 30 watt kit. The one that we've got here is the Rainbow Edition. But before we take a look and see what's in the box, I need to let you know that we'll be giving everything you see in the review away today. So stick around to the end of the review just to find out how. Okay, let's have a look in the box. Okay, so I've got the tank, I've got the battery, I've got a spare glass. 2mm glass is on the tank, and it looks like that's a spare 2mm glass as well. Interestingly, the Freemax Twister is actually a dual type device, and what I mean by that is it's suitable for people who vape mouth to lung, and it's suitable for people who vape a direct lung kind of vape. The coil that's in there at the moment is a 1.5 mouth to lung coil, and there's also a mouth to lung style drip tip. So if you're the kind of person who likes to vape like you smoke, then this is already set up perfectly for you. But let's have a look what's inside. In here you have your usual stuff: a warranty card, a warning card with some safety details on there, and your user manual. But also included is your USB cable and a 0.5 mesh coil for when you want to move over to a direct lung kind of vape, and also a direct lung type drip tip, and some rubbers in there just in case your tank ever starts to leak, so you can replace the rubber bands which are in here, and also a couple of spare rubber bands for the drip tip as well. This will last you a decent amount of time. Okay, let's pop that away. I'm not going to be doing a review on the 0.5 coil or the direct lung style for this. Today we're going to be concentrating on the mouth to lung features of the Freemax Twister 30 watt. Let's put the device together. As you would expect, the battery's there, tank's there, coil's already fitted. Just put that together, screw it in, and there we go. There's your device. Now this is a variable voltage device. You'll notice that there's no screen on here, but at the bottom you have a twister which will change the wattage which is going through the coil. The voltage goes up by 2.5 watts, and at the moment it's on 10 watts. But as you move it around, you can see what's going to be going through the battery. Now it's at 15 watts. I guess that would be 17.5. There's 20. You get the idea. 25, and then this goes all the way up to 30 watts. Now with the mouth to lung setup, you really wouldn't want it to go up to 30 watts. I would guess that 10 watts would be perfect for this when it's a fresh coil, but if we put it on 15 watts we should get a decent amount of vapor. So we're going to be filling this up today, and we are going to be using the Baker's Dozen Blueberry Crumble and Custard, which is one of my favourites from the range. So let's quickly make this short fill up. Now the Baker's Dozen short fills come in at 80% VG, 20% PG, and I'm adding a 70% VG, 30% PG nick shot there. So the finished result will be somewhere in between the two, and without me going and getting a calculator, I can tell you it'll be roughly between 80-20 and 70-30. There you go. Okay, back to the Freemax Twister 30. Before I go ahead and fill this up, let's take the tank back off. Let's take it apart and see how we change the coil. So I'm twisting off the bottom section of the tank here. You can see the coil is here, and then you would go ahead and twist that coil back off. There we go. It has got a little indentation there, which makes it easier to unscrew. So I'm just unscrewing that off, and when I need to change the coil, I'll take this one out, throw that away, get another one, pop it back in. When you buy this new, you might immediately want to swap it over to the melt along coil. It's probably what I would do, in all fairness. But for the sake of this demonstration, let's keep it melt along. So let's put the 1.5 coil back in, just by gently putting it in there and then twisting it until it's finger tight. Let's put the bottom bit back on. Now this has a bottom airflow system. I was quite pleased to see that it is variable, and in fact, I don't know if you can see that, but the first airflow holes are individual holes, and then as you continue to turn that round, you get a much wider airflow. So if you're direct lung, then I'd suggest that you open it up full, but because we're melt along on this, I'm going to leave it part way, so most of the air holes are there. Filling the Freemax Twister is fairly simple. You'll notice that there's a little red dot on your tank. Now that red dot is giving you an indicator of how to fill your tank. What you need to do is pull that up slightly and then slide it backwards, and in the top there is the hole where you need to fill your juice. So let's go ahead and do that now. Now I am filling this up with quite a thick liquid. If you are melt along and you do have a resistance coil which is around 1.5, you could easily get away with filling this with a 50-50 or a 60-40. Just twist that back on. The Freemax Twister is easy to turn on and off. It's 5 simple clicks to turn on. You'll see the light flashing there to indicate that it's been turned on. It's 5 quick clicks to turn it back off. So let's leave that alone now for 5 minutes. Let's let the juice soak in. As always, we don't want to start firing up a device when the coil is fresh. We need to leave it 5 minutes to make sure that the juice soaks into the coil and it's ready to use. So, be back in 5 minutes. Okay, so we've left the Freemax Twister for 5 minutes while the liquid soaks into the coil. By now it should be primed and ready to go. The device is already on, and it's currently at 10 watts. So let's see how it is. Now that's on a 1.5 coil and it's only at 10 watts, and this is producing a lot of vapor. The blueberry from the Baker's Dozen blueberry crumble and custard is already coming through quite nicely. Let's just turn that up a notch, bring it up to 15 watts. Remember, you don't want to go too high on a 1.5 coil, but even at this wattage, it is producing a lot of vapour and a lot of flavour. Very nice, very versatile device, simple to use. Variable voltage at the bottom, adjustable airflow. This would suit any kind of vapour, if you're a mouth-to-lung vapour or you're a direct lung vapour. Great piece of kit. Don't forget, we're going to be giving everything that you've seen today away. The kit itself, everything that came in the box, and also the Baker's Dozen Blueberry Crumble and Custard. So stick around a little bit longer and find out how you can win all this.